I don't think that we're going to have a clear read on the presidency as well as the Senate on the day after the election. However, it's increasingly looking like this is Joe Biden's election, and that perhaps has some greater clarity. But the reality is that both candidates, no matter how different they are basically going to be focused on the same types of things, which is stimulating the economy. They're going to be borrowing more money and pumping it into the economy. And from an overall market perspective, it probably doesn't look as different as the headlines would make us believe.
But why do you think the markets continue to push higher in the absence of a stimulus before the election? I mean, we're going to get a key test from the corporates this week as well, with banks kicking off, to see really what's going on from the economy as far as they're concerned, because other indications suggest that the recovery is fading in some aspects.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that ultimately, if we can't get a near-term stimulus package done before we have a new president sworn in, which is not on Election Day, it's in the middle of January, and then if we can't get something done until then, that means unemployment benefits and small business support will not be in place until February. That is too long for those businesses to be able to hold on and for consumers to keep spending. And we're going to have a very significant rough patch if that plays through. And both parties seem like they want to wait on that. So that's really important. And then we're also seeing, a couple of other things, but economic data looks like it's beginning to weaken. Now, it doesn't mean that the recovery is not moving ahead, but we had this huge bounce off of the bottom once we turned the lights back on and let people begin to go back out of their homes in April and May. And some of that momentum is fading a little bit, and we're seeing a little bit of a pickup in COVID cases as the weather gets warmer. So there's an awful lot of enthusiasm right now. Maybe it's because people think we're going to get a quick, resolution on the election, but I think that there's some risks here in the near term, not looking out a year or two, but over the next, couple of months that are really worth focusing on.